I have a new soundbite.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you probably can't hear it right now though. I'll have to
No,
play it
it
for you later.
automatically mutes Beam when I'm streaming.
Yeah, I'll have to play it for you later. Has something to do with beans.
Oh. I got in trouble one time in elementary school because there was this kid in our class, and he was a little different. And he always teased me for being the fat kid in school.
Uh-huh.
So one day, I don't know. Did you guys ever do any this was elementary school mock Oregon Trail
What?
activity, or it was like we were doing this little activity. It was like every day after lunch, everyone got a character. They were, you played out the story, that kind of thing.
Probably.
Well, this kid's character's name was called Beans. He was the scout lone wolf guy who would go ahead of the convoy and scout out and make sure it was safe and everything like that. Well, one day he was getting on my nerves, calling me, picking on me for being heavy. So I called him Beans and Wieners, and I got in trouble for that.
You got in trouble for calling him Beans and Wiener.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's like, he called me a wiener.
What grade was this?
5th grade, if I remember.
That's harsh.
Yeah. That I called him a Beans and Wiener, or that I got in trouble for that?
No, both. No, that you got in trouble because nowadays kids, they're like dropping the F-bomb on each other by 5th grade.
I know.
You got in trouble for Beans and Wiener.
Yeah, calling them Beans and Wiener.
You want to know my happiest day of 5th grade?
What's your happiest day?
If I think back, I was like sitting here thinking, and every time I think about what was my happiest day of 5th grade, and there was this kid I didn't like in 5th grade. And for one, I didn't like him because his name was Bo. And I wanted my name to be Bo.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Bo Duke,
Yeah.
Every boy at that time, you wanted to be Bo or Luke. And so,
You did,
but,
yeah.
but more than that, his parents were rich. And
Gotcha.
at this time, Transformers were just huge. And he had every Transformer. But on top of that, he had Jetfire. Is that what its name was? The big... Was it Skyfire or Jetfire?
You don't mean Starscrape, right?
No. It was the big jet that was a Decepticon and became an Autobot.
Okay, I know which one you mean.
I think it's Jetfire was his name or something like that. And he used to bring it to school and brag and da-da-da-da-da. And he brought it one day and he got in a fight with this other kid. And the other kid took it off the desk and just threw it down on the floor hard as he could. And it shattered into, 50 little pieces. And Bo sat there and cried. And deep down inside, I was like, I didn't say anything, but deep down inside, I was just like so happy.
You were celebrating.
I was.
Yeah.
And not only that, because of that situation, the teacher said, no more bringing Transformers to school.
Yeah, which was good because then he couldn't walk in front of you all the Transformers he had. Right?
Yep. I'm just waiting for Dad.
Oh, you're fine.
We'll just sit here and have a little talk. Talk about the good old days. Glory days.
So speaking of Transformers, then I didn't have all the Transformers. I had a few. Most of mine were the ones that like no one ever really wanted. You know?
Like maybe like me, I had the little ones.
Yeah. I had Optimus Prime.
Well, then I hated you in
only
5th grade.
Transformer that I had that was really of any significance.
Yeah, I did have him.
And the only reason I got it was because it was around Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
Whatever my mom and dad had bought me for Christmas was broken, didn't work or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we had taken it back to Kmart. And when we took it back to Kmart, someone at the exact same time was returning an Optimus Prime that they had gotten and had already had, so they didn't need this Optimus Prime. So I forget what I was returning, and I begged and begged my mom and dad. I'm like, please, I want that Optimus Prime. Please, just let me have that. I don't want this thing that's broke. Please let me have that. So after about a 5-minute me begging them to give it to me, they were like, okay, if that's what you want, we'll let you have that. So I got that Optimus Prime, and that's the only reason I had it.
That's cool.
I probably had it for 2 weeks, and we had show and tell, so I took it to school.
Oh no!
It got broke.
Yep. Say you were Bo at your school. Well, you want to know how I got Optimus Prime?
How'd you get him? Did you steal him?
No. Well, you know, but I don't know. May have talked about it here on the stream before, but my parents were pretty poor growing up. I wouldn't say we were destitute. We weren't lower class, but we were not middle class. We were like lower middle class. My parents were barely making it.
Yeah,
so,
like mine. That's how
so I wasn't getting Optimus Prime for Christmas.
Right, no, I wouldn't have gotten it if
I was not getting him. So about this time, this is 5th grade again. We had, during Christmas time, we had where you could sell things for the school fundraiser. And normally, it's junk. It's like wrapping paper, cards, stuff like that back then. Well, they changed it up that year, and it was Christmas ornaments, and they were ceramic, and they were like little animals. And they came in a collection. And for whatever reason, people just ate these things up. And my dad, the line of work he was in, he went to a lot of different businesses. So he was able to take these in, and just sell them case by case.
Yeah.
I was asking for a new case, like every day.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I had won the school fundraiser for the whole school. I won my choice. First thing they did, on the day of, they announced I won. And then there was a 2nd place and a 3rd place. And the first thing they did, they brought us all outside into the hallway, and they said, you get to pick what you want out of these toys. And there was one Transformer. And I got first pick, and it was that little orange truck. So I got that. The next thing they let you do, we got to jump. Starting at a line, and they put dollar bills on the ground. And you got to jump that line, and where you landed, that's how much money you got. Now, I forget how far I jumped, but, it had to have been like...
You were motivated.
Oh my god, it had to have been like an Olympic record. It really did. But I took that money and bought Optimus Prime. And never took him to school. The thing is, back then...
when I got him, you couldn't even get Optimus Prime.
Well, back then, though, they were like, well, that's too much. That toy's a piece of crap. It was actually built so much better than the toys now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because he was made out of metal.
Real metal. And...
I wish I still had it.
This kangaroos. Oh, you know how much an Optimus Prime, still in
I'm
mint
guessing like
condition
a
is
couple
worth
$100.
more than that.
Is it
I
really?
think it's like thousands.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I had a ton of G.I. Joes and
We had He-Man.
but I didn't even have the real He-Man. I had the He-Man that had the little turn-dial chest.
Oh,
that
Battle
looked like-
Armor.
yes.
Battle
I
Armor
had-
He-Man.
I had Battle Armor He-Man. I didn't even have the real He-Man.
I thought you were going to say you had like He-Man from Mexico or something like that. You had He-Hombre. What was your favorite He-Man?
Probably Orko.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh my god, that explains so much about you.
I know.
That's sad.